Hello everyone and welcome to this pick a card reading video. In today's video I will be explaining, based off of the cards that I chose, what color your aura is. So for each stack there are 3 tarot cards as well as 2 different oracle cards. And one of them, specifically the Eternal Crystals Oracle card in each stack, which if you can see on here is the green card in each stack. The crystal that's shown there is especially what I want to highlight in terms of what color your aura is. And I want to be clear that I personally believe that our aura colors can change. Sometimes for people they change by the day, even by the mood. But I think oftentimes there's a general aura that we have, unless we go through certain changes that can alter our aura colors, certain changes, certain healing events, all of that. If you are not drawn to any of these cards, any of these stacks, that means that this is just not the pick a card reading video for you. I have plenty of other pick a card reading videos all throughout my channel that are timeless. Here is stack 1A, stack 2B, stack 3C. You can pause if you'd like and if you need some more time to figure out which deck you are most drawn to, if you're drawn to any of them. Also, as a reminder, this video is for entertainment purposes only, and everything that I discuss and talk about in this video cannot be stated as fact. Alright, let's get into the video. Hello 1A and welcome to your part of the pick a card reading video. So the tarot cards are Youth of Wands or Page of Wands in reverse, 4 of Swords in reverse, and 5 of Cups in reverse. And then for the oracle cards, we have Calcite, and the keywords are calmness, all chakras. The card is white, and the crystal is white. And then we have Sandalphon, and the keyword is intention. I will read in the guidebooks after a bit for the oracle cards, but let's start with, well, first I want to highlight that the color on the Calcite card would indicate that white would be your aura color. I do want to say, when I was actually tapping into this deck before I looked at any of the cards, I was getting more of a, a pastel pink color. That's actually what I was seeing and visualizing. Here, let me move this. There we go. That's what I was seeing and visualizing at first, was that. And so I'm actually not surprised about the Calcite, and especially with the keyword calmness. Now, here's the thing. Some of you may be very calm, easygoing people, but I think others of you, or maybe it's like half and half of this, what I'm about to say for you. But it's either you yourself are a calm person, or you bring about calm in the situations around you, and that can maybe sometimes cause you to feel easily burnt out or easily exhausted or drained. I feel like you are the type of person who is very giving. Oh my goodness, do you hear that outside? I try not to comment on the stuff going on outside, but people are loud sometimes with their cars, like purposely installing things in their vehicles that make it very loud, difficult for me to film and record. Anywho, what I was trying to say is that when I was pulling these cards, the main message I was getting is that you seem like a very giving person, which is also why I feel like I was getting the color green as well, more of a light green. Okay, I had to pause the video because of my cat. My cat actually came over and he's now laying directly on top of and rolling around on your cards. So if you hear him moving around, if you hear his tail thumping on the ground, then that is him. That's actually a very good sign, and it relates to what I was saying too, where I feel like you're very comforting, and maybe, yeah, a lot of you are very calm people, even if it doesn't present like that on the outside. I feel that you're somebody who's very giving and a very caring person as well. And I feel like there's a lot you've been through in life, so you're the type of person that wants to help other people not feel so alone or not feel any negativity from their experiences. And if they do, to help, you're the kind of person to help them work through those feelings that they have. I just see you being somebody who's like an advocate. I wouldn't be surprised if you have like an advocate type role in your workplace. And that can include doctors or nurses as well, like somebody who advocates for you, a social worker. You just seem like a very kind, loving and loyal and giving person. Those are the keywords I'm getting. So the main chakra colors I'm getting from you overall are, of course, we have the white. And the white, I think, comes from the purity of, and also we have the intention card too from Sandalphon. And all of this blends together beautifully because I feel that your intentions, for the most part, are always pure. And you always want the best for others. So make sure you also do the best for yourself as well. Don't just give and give and give to others because then that can deplete your energy. But the main colors of your aura are a combination, in my opinion, of white, pastel pink, and then not a pastel green, but more so a light green, like a heart chakra color green. All of those combined together. And now, just for any extra messages, I will read from the guidebook. Of course, literally right when I got done with that part of the message, my cat left. That's really weird. Is it weird? It isn't. I mean, I say that, but it's really not weird. I'm not surprised. Oh, now you want to play, huh? Hey, how about you play with this toy? Not right by the microphone. Let me move this. Okay, over there. So, calcite, calmness, all chakras. Calcite's message for you is to calm down and go with the flow. Try not to fight against the flow of things. Take time now to relax and recharge. In life, there are times when it's difficult to be calm, but it's important that you try to release any pent-up emotions, such as stress or anger. It is not good for you to bottle up or repress these feelings. Once you release these stressful emotions, you can then focus on calming yourself. You can calm your mind through meditation or by listening to music. Release stress in your physical body too through exercise, stretching, or walking. When you are calm, your energy lifts. You are more positive and better able to connect more clearly to the spirit world and your intuition. You can also attract and manifest more things in your life if you are open, relaxed, and calm. Calcite comes in many different many different colors. Each color is associated with a different chakra. Calcite helps to reduce stress and release fears. It is also a grounding stone which helps you to open up and go with the flow. And I will say, for some of you, we have the Four Swords in reverse, and to me, and especially paired with the other cards that are here, some of you maybe aren't resonating with the main message that I'm giving you right now about being calm, but I feel like if you're not the type of person who is go with the flow and very calm, I think you could very easily tap into that, and that could become your new state of being. And this is just a good confirmation and good reassurance from spirit that you are able to achieve that, because I very clearly see that for you. If some of you are not like that, or it just reminds you that you are okay, even if you are this kind of person. It's just good for that reassurance. So, Sandalphon, intention. Drawing this card means Sandalphon is asking you to make a list of your many expectations, as these are the seeds of your intentions. Thought creates reality, and so, by revealing this card, you are being asked to truly specify what you intend, and to place a purpose to that intention. From clearly defined purpose, your experience is wrought. The angels want you to experience love, joy, and success. Therefore, visualize yourself and your intimates in gratitude, joyously experiencing the outcome of your intention. This is the kernel from which abundance grows. Chant Hay, which is Hay, in praise of the joy you feel. There is abundance being brought up in both of these things too, so that could help you with your manifestations. Tapping into the pastel pink, the white, and the heart chakra green colors. Doing this will help you remain grounded as well. Here, I already closed it, but I want to open this up again because there's a certain part I wanted to reread. What is it that I wanted to talk about? With the expectations part, I think a lot of the expectations actually come from your expectations of people around you more than yourself even. But, and yeah, the angels want you to experience love, joy, and success. I want to talk about that because, again, for those of you who don't feel like you are tapped into that, I really get a great sense that you're destined to truly feel all of those things intimately and intensely and regularly, daily, a lot of joy and a lot of happiness, but in a way that's very peaceful and calm. I don't think you're the type of person that needs a bunch of tricks and out of this world experiences in order to be content. So focus on the things that make you happy at a smaller scale, such as if somebody like buys you a coffee and brings it in for you at work and you didn't know they would do that. Just the little things in life, really focus on those, because I think that will be really healing for you as well, and it will make you more able to accept and be in gratitude, to be grateful, to be thankful. And then that will help you if you are trying to manifest anything in your life as well. But also that means focusing on yourself and not just on the betterment of other people. But thank you so much, 1A, for watching and listening to this video. If you like the video, you can like the video down below. You can subscribe to my channel if you'd like. You can comment down below if you resonated with this stack. And you can comment again in the future if you take any of the advice that I gave, or if you did any experimentation with your aura colors. The ones that I stated in here at least. And you can check out the other videos on my channel if you like. I don't know if I said subscribe, but you can subscribe and you can check out the other videos on my channel. I have plenty of other timeless pick a card reading videos. But thank you so much, 1A, and take care. Hello, 2B, and welcome to your part of the pick a card reading video. So, the cards here are the 9 of Swords upright, 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Ace of Cups upright. And then for the crystal, we have rutilated quartz. Keyword is home and root chakra. And then we have Zafkiel, and the keyword is ecstasy. There are a lot of different energies. It's one of those situations where there's a lot of things coming in at once, so it's hard for me to articulate because it's like I don't even know where to start. I guess we can just start with the rutilated quartz. So when I think of rutilated quartz, we think of the white crystal that has, some people maybe would call it gold kind of inclusions within it, gold coloration. There we go. Or yellow. But sometimes it can look brown, and I actually have a rutilated quartz crystal that looks more so brown on the inside. And I actually think this is a very interesting card for you to have picked, because just like your aura, I feel like you might now be in a state where it's a white aura but with brown muckiness surrounding you, but it can make its way toward being more of that yellow or that gold. Or else maybe that's how it was in your not so distant past, and now you're working toward healing yourself in a way that allows for those gold or yellow inclusions to come out. With the 9 of Swords upright, I have to talk about how that is a card that points to worry, and especially excessive worry. And when we have that paired with a 5 of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like a lot of you are moving forward in life in a way where you might be scared. You might be going down a different path, or you may feel inclined to go down a different path than you're on right now, and that really scares you. And maybe you've already taken that leap as well, which I think a lot of you have based off of what I said about the rutilated quartz card. But either way, I feel that you're on a journey of, for some of you it's self-discovery, but I want to say really self-love. The Ace of Cups upright is a card of curiosity, so a lot of you could be very much in a curious period of your life right now where you're questioning everything. It's one of those situations where I feel like once you question one thing, or you start to analyze one thing more closely in your life, it makes you analyze everything. I think a lot of you are probably in that kind of time period in your life right now. So because of that, I feel that you have a very small amount of white surrounding you, and also brown in the mix that is in the process of transforming to that golden yellow. And when we think of golden yellow, we think of confidence, we think of success, we can think of ultimate happiness as well. Some people think of the green, color green, or the green chakra for that. But yellow can be that as well, because once we have more confidence in ourselves and we value ourselves more, that can ultimately make us more happy, and it makes the experiences that we have by ourselves and with others more enriching. So whatever you're doing to identify and heal the factors of your life that need healing, and especially anything that you're working on right now to help you move forward, will be very helpful. Also, the Ace of Cups energy, I think that especially popped out because Spirit wants you to work on your creativity, so any creative endeavors, and that doesn't mean you have to be good. I think for a lot of you, it can just be something you're like neutral at, even bad at, but I'm getting a sense that anything you're creatively neutral at, such as painting, drawing, writing. For some of you, Ace of Cups can also deal with intuition, so it could do with mysticism, magic, witchy practices, but I really want to highlight the more so creative aspects, but you can be creative in those kinds of endeavors as well. Anything that also gets you to open up more to yourself and get you to be more honest with yourself will be really important at this time, which is why journaling could be something that's very important for you. I'm seeing dancing, maybe even singing for some of you. Really, there's a lot of different ways in which you can be creative, even baking, cooking, all of that. Like baking, I'm seeing somebody baking cupcakes and they're putting frosting on and sparkles like a marble, and also somebody with a marble cake. So there's many ways you can be creative and allow this creativity to flow within and around you and in your environment, and really bask in that, because that will help you open up your eyes further to what you need to release. But yeah, I want to read inside the... Oh, I guess I didn't say what was I going to say earlier. Oh, so even though I pulled rutilated quartz, something I also saw was... So this is one of the colors I saw for stack 1 as well. But for you, it's a little bit different because I saw more of just like a heart chakra green for them. For you, before I looked at any of the cards in this stack, I was getting the color of a pastel green. A very pretty pastel green. And so to me, that also indicates with everything else that I'm seeing here that you're really working on healing old wounds. And you're really working on loving yourself right now, which is a very beautiful thing. So I want to now read in the guidebook. Oh, that's the wrong guidebook. Okay. Oh, I literally flipped right to it. Rutilated quartz, home, root chakra. The old saying, home is where the heart is very true. Rutilated quartz has been directed to you today to focus your attention on your home and where you live. I'll talk about what I have to say about that after I'm done reading this. Are you happy with where you live? If you are not happy, why aren't you happy? Can you change something in your home, or can you redecorate? Or can you or would you like to move homes? You may not have to physically move house. You could change the energy of your current home just by rearranging the furniture or adding a new piece of furniture, poster, artwork, or new cushions. It's also a good time to focus on where you would like to live. Even if you can't move right now, you can start to manifest movement in your life. If you're happy with your home, that's wonderful news. Rutilated quartz may have come to you today to remind you to enjoy your home. Be happy with who you are and where you are going because you are on the right track. Also know that you and your home may be a refuge or place that people are drawn to for healing or positive social interactions. Rutilated quartz is associated with your root chakra. I know that rutilated quartz is associated with the root chakra, but the chakra colors oftentimes relate to aura colors, but in this case, I'm not really getting any red coloration. If there is, it's only like spots on like the outer parts of your aura. And I see your aura being more small right now, but I see it over time expanding and getting a lot bigger, if that makes sense. So you're just in the beginning of this self-love or self-discovery journey, I feel. And So I wanted to talk about this actually with the home. Some of you, if you aren't keeping clean, I have to remind you that disorganization and clutter and dirt and dust and all that allows for stuck energy to ruminate around your home and in your own life and anybody else that lives within your space. it affects your energy. So it can also bring about cloudiness or being or having brain fog. There we go. That's the phrase. But I oh, now I'm getting brain fog. That's great. That's symbolic. What was I gonna say? No, but really, what was I gonna say? Let me look at the card again. Okay, but yeah, so just clean if you can. Also, this is a good time to get rid of old things. That doesn't mean if you have like a vintage chair to get rid of it. I'm talking about things that don't serve you any longer. So if you have photographs or memorabilia from a family member who's passed who you don't like, or somebody who is not a person who you like, and if you believe in the afterlife, if you believe in spirit, and if you don't want them around you, then you should get rid of their things, donate them, or just sell them, get rid of them. And also, a past relationship or friendship, getting rid of those things as well. If you have too many things of your childhood, it's good to not always cling onto those things. Sometimes it's good to let go. That doesn't mean get rid of everything from your childhood. It can be very healing for your inner child to have certain things, but that doesn't mean keep hold of everything. And that's something I need to work on personally, so don't feel attacked if that relates to you. Like, there's stuff from my childhood I've kept over the years. It's like, I shouldn't still have these things, but I feel like I can't. And one of those things for me is my clothes, even. Like, I have clothes from when I was in middle school. I don't think I have any from elementary school. That would be a long time ago. But I still have things from even middle school that I wear. And it's like, well, actually, I did a lot better at that. I declutter a lot of that. Anyway, sorry, this is not about me. I just relate a lot to this stack. But also with home, I was getting that feeling too with this stack even before I read the cards, where I feel like some of you are kind of feeling stuck and like you want to get out of the situation in terms of where you live. That can include or refer to specifically your home, especially if you still live with parents, or if you have a bad roommate that you live with, that kind of situation. It can also involve your city or town, state, even country. A lot of you, I think, moving out of your city would be very helpful for you, even if it's like a suburb away. Some of you, I think, don't feel drawn to where you grew up or where you currently live now. So this is a good time to reevaluate where you could live to best tap into your healing journey and self-discovery journey that I've been referencing this whole time. Okay, so I had to cut myself off there. Oh, I didn't in the moment. Okay, I am feeling the brain fog of this stack because I completely forgot to actually record the Zafkiel part. So I want to do that now. And specifically, your keyword is ecstasy. Here's what it says in the guidebook. Zafkiel wishes you to know that divine ecstasy may come in any moment as a deep feeling of passion for your spiritual growth. I didn't read this beforehand, but yes, spiritual growth. Or as an aspect of your love, whereby your whole being is transfixed with the choice you have made to join the mystical pathway. The two gatekeepers on this path are awe and joy, both of which are closely aligned to ecstasy. As you experience this heightened state, be aware of the whispers of the angels. As you see in the oracle, angels use this high-frequency opportunity to impart sacred, loving information to us about our journey. They give our higher self information about a choice we need to make or how to open vistas of consciousness about our ethical existence. Trust the angels, for they will always have your heartfelt interest in their hearts. Chant Ha, or H-A-H, in the heart chakra to open this channel of light-filled inspiration from the angelic realms. That is actually a very perfect message for you. So a lot of that resonates with what I've already said, but really take that in and listen again or pause the video and look at the screen if you want to reread that. But I think that is a very perfect message for you. Even if some of you are, it's hard healing certain aspects of the self or to really face yourself or your past or present, this is a good indication that things will become much better for you very shortly. But I will leave it at that. Thank you so much, 2B, for watching and listening to this video. If you liked it, you can head down below and like the video. You can subscribe to my channel if you'd like. And I have plenty of other timeless pick a card readings on my channel. Okay, I'm going to start over. I have plenty of other timeless pick a card reading videos on my channel that you can check out if you'd like. You can comment down below if you resonate with anything that I said, especially with the aura colors of white and brown / gold yellow and the pastel soft green. You can comment down below in the future if you took any of my advice or if there's been any changes related to this reading. But thank you so much for watching and listening again, and take care. Hello 3C, and welcome to your part of the pick a card reading video. So the tarot cards we have are 2 of Swords upright, 8 of Wands upright, and Ace of Wands in reverse. And then for the crystal card, you pulled Garnet, or I pulled it for you, Garnet. And the keywords are commitment, heart, and sacral chakras. And then Jophiel is there with the key word forgiveness. So right off the bat, we have to look at Garnet because I pulled the crystal card mainly to see what main color would for sure come through in your aura. And it's really interesting because we have Garnet, but then with the chakras, sometimes, we associate the chakras with aura colors, and the heart chakra is green and the sacral chakra is orange. So those 3 colors could be associated with you, but I actually feel it's more so red, orange, and yellow. So the root chakra color, sacral chakra color, and the solar plexus chakra color. And if we look at Jophiel, you see that yellow emanating above them. And I don't know what crystal it is. I don't know if that's like a topaz or just like a colored diamond, but it looks orangish yellow. And that's actually what I also see in your aura. It's interesting, when I pulled the cards for the stack, before I even looked at the cards, but especially when I started looking at them, I'm like, yeah, this definitely feels like young, youthful energy in terms of, I don't know how many times you've reincarnated, but it feels like probably not as much as like the average person has reincarnated, if you believe in reincarnation at least. I feel that if you do believe in reincarnation, that a lot of you are very young souls, that you still have a lot of learning to do in these lifetimes, and because of that, your aura colors are the bottom 3 chakras. And that could also be because I wonder if a lot of you have to kind of live your life in fight or flight. All of these tarot cards really reek to me indecisiveness and being always on the go or always on the run. Like, I see somebody not being able to sit still in their chair. I feel like a lot of you have issues with staying still and being present. And so it's interesting though, because the colors I'm seeing for your chakras, people have different opinions on this. I think it just depends. Like, for example, root chakra is a chakra that deals with survival instincts, basic instincts, fight or flight or freeze or fawn. It deals with food, water, and shelter, how we handle being with or without basic necessities. And some people would argue that if you have a red chakra, red chakra, everybody has a red chakra. If you have a red aura, that would mean that you emanate that kind of energy the most, where you're somebody who's maybe a caregiver, somebody who makes good money for the family, establishes a good home base, provides food, water, and shelter for yourself and others, while other people would argue that having a red why do I keep saying that? A red aura color, some people would maybe indicate that means you need to work on that more. Either way, in this instance, I feel that the bottom 3 chakra colors, red, orange, and yellow, are overall your main chakra colors. Like, well, I need to stop. Why do I keep saying chakra colors? I don't think I was saying this for the other readings. The main, or I will say, stack 2, I had brain fog from that, and it was indicated in the cards too, so I think I still have that. But your aura colors are mainly those 3 colors, the red, the orange, and the yellow. And I think it could be a blend of all of those, at any given time, but also it could be any of those singular colors at any given time. Like for a lot of you, I think listening to this right now have either red or orange, main, dominant aura colors. I'm not feeling the yellow as much for if you're listening right now, but obviously I'm picking up on yellow still for your overall aura colors. But anyway, I feel like those come through because, again, I feel like a lot of you are young souls. And what I was talking about just a little bit ago about being in fight, flight, freeze, fawn, I think some of you are very fidgety and have a hard time sitting still, all of that. When people feel the need to always run or move on to the next thing, maybe some of you have issues. Oh yeah, and the commitment is the keyword for Garnet. I think some of you actually struggle with commitment, where you struggle to stay on track, and I think a lot of you self-sabotage as well. So this is a really good message from Spirit that you need to try and, with peace and love I say this, but I feel like I'm hearing Spirit say, get your act together and like snap out of it, because some of you are just on autopilot, and I think some of you already know that you are, but you don't feel safe getting out of it. Some of you maybe don't even realize or know that you are like that, but there's just a sense that you always want to move on to the next thing. You're very flighty, so you need to find a way to tap into the red of the root chakra and your aura color, because that's all about also remaining grounded and present. So instead of worrying about the future or being unable to calm down and settle down. Yeah, I'm really getting that brain fog. You know what? I think this also relates to you too, because I'm actually getting it worse for you all. I think it's because a lot of you struggle with your own thoughts and you try to escape your own thoughts a lot of time. And I want to talk about the forgiveness card too, because I haven't read in the Oracle deck yet, but I feel like a lot of you maybe have been through a lot in life, especially when you were really young, and it's made it so that you don't really feel you can ultimately be your true authentic self, and people, especially parental figures, have probably very greatly hurt you. Even teachers, I want to say for some of you actually, have really hurt you, damaged you, or like let you down, and you carry that with you without even realizing it. So I think whether it's a parental figure from when you were younger or if it's somebody from last week, I think you need to show more forgiveness for people, and that will allow you to really evaluate the things that have happened to you in your life instead of running away from them. And I'm trying to think of if there's any ways in which, like, any advice I could give you to help remain present and grounded, but I think that's a big component, is that forgiveness piece. Once you forgive, and that also includes forgiving yourself for anything you've done or haven't done that you wish you would have done in your life, that you would have done by now or done at all. You need to have forgiveness, and that will really, and even that itself taps into the heart chakra. And it's interesting because before I turned over the cards of this deck and looked at any of the cards, I was actually getting a very dark blue, which generally that relates to the throat chakra, and so that deals with communication. And I actually think, although I don't see that inherently, I don't see that inherently being one of your colors now, but I can see that being one of your aura colors starting now if you work on these things that I've talked about in this video for you. Because once you're able to forgive, even if it's, again, it doesn't mean you have to verbally out loud forgive yourself or other people, even forgiving people or yourself internally, just thinking it out or writing it down, that still activates your throat chakra, because you're analyzing and using your words and intellect to understand and identify these different things that you can show forgiveness for. Does that make sense? So right now your main colors are red, orange, and yellow for your aura, but I see blue being able to open up for you, like a deep, rich, dark blue. I'm thinking of a blue of, I was getting the imagery of, what is it, Titanic? with the necklace. I don't remember what the necklace is called, like the Ocean of the Sea necklace or something. But I think it's a sapphire, right? A sapphire blue? I don't know. Like a sapphire blue. That's what I'm visualizing for you. I think you would be able to tap into that once you start working on these things that I've talked to you about. But now let's go to the guidebooks. So let's go to Garnet, which is number 18. I was one away from opening right to it, 1 page away. So it says Garnet, commitment, heart, and sacral chakras. It's time for you to reignite your passion and open your heart and soul to positive, committed relationships. Examine the beliefs you hold about relationships and identify any beliefs which no longer serve you. Make a conscious decision to let them go. Yeah, a lot of forgiveness and letting go. In this way, you make room for new beginnings and you'll be more ready to embrace change. Garnet attracts positive, loving energy to you in your relationships. Feel your heart open with love and a sense of fulfillment. Don't feel guilty for wanting to be happy and successful in a long-term committed relationship. You deserve to have a wonderful life partner who will be by your side through life's up and downs. This partner will be 100% committed to you and you will be equally committed to them. If you are already in a relationship that is positive, Garnet has shown up to reconfirm that you are on the right track. If you are currently single or in an unhappy relationship, Garnet asks you to stay strong and hopeful because there are some great things just around the corner for you in your relationship area. So I know in the guidebook it mainly talks about romantic relationships. For some of you that will really resonate, but I think for you need to work on healing and forgiveness for pretty much all of your relationships, whether they are romantic or not. And again, for a lot of you I feel like it's from your childhood or through familial or mentorship, teacher type relationships. Either way, I think focusing on the relationship aspect of how people let you down or maybe even how you let other people down, that will be very healing for you to identify those things. And what about those relationships causes issues for you today, or causes issues for you to open up properly, or causes issues for you to just be committed. But again, that doesn't always have to be romantic in nature. It can be hard for people to maintain friendships, and people self-sabotage because maybe people are treating them so nicely, and then people self-sabotage like, oh my god, this person's probably talking really mean about me behind my back. That's why they're not ever mean to my face. So really evaluate your relationships, and if it's hard for you to have and maintain any kind of relationships. Now let's go to the other guidebook. Okay. Got it. So, Jophiel, the Holy Liberator, and the keyword for you is forgiveness. When you draw this card, Jophiel asks you to release the negative feelings of the past, to let go of the substance of the pain that stops you from living a life of unlimited joy and love. Forgiveness doesn't mean you accept inappropriate behavior towards yourself. It means that you no longer are prepared to carry the pain of reaction within you. Yes, the pain of reaction. When we hold unforgiveness in our hearts, we may be stabbed by bitterness. Let Jophiel take this burden from you. By chanting Ha, or H-A, Ha, or Ha, 3 times, your heart chakra will feel changed and enlivened. So even though your heart chakra will be affected, and that's being shown by both Garnet and Jophiel, I don't really see that as being part of your aura colors, but your heart chakra will definitely be positively impacted if you make these changes or if you identify these different parts of your life. Actually, I'm going to open that up again because there's a part of that I really wanted to discuss a little bit more. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you are carrying the pain of the past, which is what I was already pretty much talking about. But yeah, carrying the pain. When I was reading this part, I was imagining you carrying like a boulder weighing you down. So you don't need to carry that anymore. Even if people have done wrong to you, carrying the burden of other people's wrongdoing only affects you negatively. Like, it doesn't affect you in any positive way. So forgiveness, again, doesn't mean that you're okay with what's happened in the past. It means that you don't allow it to affect you in a negative capacity now or moving forward. So I will leave it at that. Thank you so much, 3C, for watching and listening to this video. If you like the video, you can head down below and like the video. You can subscribe to my channel if you like and check out my other content. I have plenty of other timeless pick a card reading videos. You can comment down below if you resonated at all with this stack, as well as, specifically the colors that I discussed. You can also comment down below in the future, edit your comment, and let me know if you took any of my advice or if there's been any changes surrounding this reading. So thank you so much, 3C, and take care. Thank you so much for watching and listening to this video. If you liked the content, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and comment down below, as it really helps my channel out a lot. You can follow me on my socials listed here on the screen. Thank you, and blessed be.